20th century had been characterized by three developments of great political importance: the growth of democracy, the growth of corporate power, and the growth of corporate propaganda as the means of protecting corporate power against democracy. With those thought-provoking words from Alex Carey, I greet you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I've been asked to speak about the issue of social, labor, and human rights within the context of business. As clearly stated in your overview, many commentators have noted that in our global economy, there's a reapportionment of roles of business, government, and civil society. So in addressing this topic this morning, I'll focus on human rights and business. In particular, how the principles underpinning the UN Global Compact are made real. And I'll provide some examples of where it has effectively been implemented in Africa, address the idea of local flexibility. That is how the proponents of the UN Global Compact managed to find a balance of adhering to the local customs and culture without transgressing your universal principle that underpin the compact. In addition, the question has been posed as to the success of the UN Global Compact. In addressing this, I will suggest that the more pertinent question should pertain rather to its relevance. In the past decade, the socio-political events and more recently the global financial crisis has put a spotlight on the sustainability issues that the signatories of the Global Compact have been advocating since the founding of the body in 2000. The UN Global Compact recognizes that business is the primary engine driving globalization can go a long way to ensuring that markets, commerce, technology, and finance advance in ways that benefit economies and society everywhere, and in that way contribute to ensuring a significantly more sustainable and inclusive global economy. Let me just take a step back and recap on this, what I regard an august body, the UN Global Compact. It is a strategic policy initiative for businesses that are committed to aligning their operation strategies with the 10 universally accepted principles in the area of human rights, labor, and anti-corruption. It is the world's largest voluntary organization, one that has seen tremendous growth over the past years. In 2000, the Global Compact was endorsed by only 40 companies. Today, it has over 7,500 participant stakeholders from 90 country networks. This growth can only support the observation that companies have had to acknowledge that business as usual is no longer an appropriate model to guarantee long-term sustainability. Societal concern must be better integrated into the strategic goals. There's an understanding and an acceptance that there is a need to integrate non-financial issues, including and especially human rights, in all economic and financial decision-making. As we know, the interface between business and society has largely focused on areas such as business ethics, corporate social responsibility, and sustainable development. Of late, more attention is being directed to the obligation of business in upholding, supporting, and respecting human rights in their sphere of influence. In addition, the discussions around the relationship, which is business and human rights, is not limited to identifying the concept of human rights as more a moral framework for voluntary corporate citizenship. Indeed, one of the key aspects of the emerging business and human rights agenda is, for example, the extent to which international laws, conventions, instruments, and international legal frameworks and national ones are applicable to the private sector companies. Program Director, any debate or discussion around human rights touches a very soul of all South Africans. This is the bedrock on which the country's constitution was founded. Ideally, what this should mean is that the spirit and culture of human rights should permeate each and every sector of human endeavor in our free and democratic country such as this one of ours. However, as you all know, this is not necessarily the case. From a business perspective, we unfortunately continue to see instances of both gross and subtle violation of human rights of workers. Not only does this continue to be the case in farms, mining, or factory workers, but we also are seeing ongoing investigation involving alleged collusion by corporates in varying industries to substantially exclude open competition. And as such is the manipulation of profit with what appears to be a single-minded determination.